morning, Kettle Kids. Welcome to your Friday, January 8th. Today is Elvis Presley's birthday. Happy birthday to the King. And if you don't know who the King is, well, he was one of the very first big pop stars in American culture, pushing rock and roll into the mainstream, bringing some wild dancing and shaking of the hips into what has become a huge part of dance culture now. And actually, people were so upset by this that they actually protested, burned his picture in effigy, and were very upset with the provocative dancing that Elvis Presley does, which seems very tame by today's standards. He was also a movie star, served in the military during World War II, really kind of a cool thing since he did it after he became famous, and was just generally a talented songwriter and dancer. On top of that, Elvis was so beloved, he actually had a comeback later in his life back in the 1970s. It was popular right up until his death in 1977. And crazily enough, people loved him so much, they thought that after he had passed away, he had actually faked his own death. And he'd done so because he was so famous, he was tired of being hounded. So, happy birthday to Elvis, one of the first pop stars and kind of the originator of the myth of somebody who has not truly passed away. So I guess he will sort of live forever in our culture. Well, with that being said, let's put our hands over our hearts, find the flag in the room, and please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. All right, kids, let's talk about food. Today we have a PB&J sandwich, which would honestly be one of Elvis's favorites, along with string cheese, pizza, tossed salad with dressing, baby carrots with dressing, apple, and milk. We have a big menu today, so you got to find something you like. Talking about the weather, though, well, guess what, guys? We are going to, for today, have a relatively cold day. High of only about 27 degrees, which is where it is right now. It's actually going to drop down a bit and then come back up a little bit after noon. That means that tomorrow, though, we're going to have that warm-up. Back at 35, Sunday at 33, and then starting off the next week in the high 30s. Well, that's not going to last forever, though. I want to let you guys know that there is a polar vortex during the wintertime that basically cold air stays around the North Pole. But what happens is as that jet stream gets broken up by warmer air from the south, it causes bulges, and that's what we usually get during the winter where the jet stream changes and we get a very cold front moving down across the northeast. That is apparently coming. We're likely to see that within the next 2 weeks. So I just want you to be prepared that next week will be relatively warm to begin with, but we are looking at the change finally starting to happen where we get more of a January that we are used to with that deep cold. So be prepared for that to come up. It's not going to be warm forever. So let's get ready for that weekend with the Kendall mission statement. The mission of the Kendall Central School District is to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. Well, hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, a fantastic weekend. Until I see you on Monday, remember to stay colorful, Kendall.